Hi, I'm Rio. I'm the artist and designer at Raw Textiles here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm in the studio today to share with you a short demo on making a taper hag out of mullein stem. And traditionally, this plant, mullein, it has a lot of medicinal properties, but it was also used before, like cotton, for wicks in candles, or I guess you'd say lanterns. And it was because of like the hairs and stuff, when it's dry, it's really flammable. And so it was used as tinder, for starting fires and stuff. It was useful. And so that's kind of the premise behind making these and using them. It's the witching time of year, so it's perfect time to light candles for our ancestors. And I encourage you to make one of these. If you have mullein in your area, it grows really abundantly wild in lots of areas. So medicinally, the plant has been used throughout time, mostly for coughs and lung ailments. It's the leaves are used and the flowers. The flowers are more like soothing and coating, and the leaves are used more to help get out things. So a lot of coughing, lung issues, asthma, stuff like that. But so the other thing about mullein is that you can smoke the leaves, and that is also another way to get the expectorant type of thing from your lungs to move. And also another thing is, it's interesting to note, is that the seeds, which are teeny tiny, and they have also like a kind of a narcotic effect. And magically speaking, mullein is ruled by Mercury and is associated with Jupiter and the element of fire. If you want to burn it for ritual candles, it is really good for dispelling negative energy and for protection. So today, however, what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on the dried stem, and I have gathered a collection of them, and we're going to basically dip them in the wax. And I have a beeswax bath that I'm going to be using. You can use beeswax, soy. I would stay away from the paraffin, but you could mix if you wanted. I think that maybe traditionally it was probably like a fat, and you could use that too if that's something that you do. But otherwise, beeswax is really nice. It smells good. And let's see, the last thing is that I'm going to do a special little thing at the end, which I'm going to kind of roll it into a lavender. So let's get started. So I have a variety of mullein here that's ready to go with a little bit of a stem, so it's easy to dip. And then I have this long one that I'm going to cut into threes. Okay, so this one's kind of an interesting little shape. Okay, and then I'm just going to see, and now I have a little stem. As you can see, there's lots of seeds that are coming off, these little teeny seeds, which you can reuse and plant some of your own mullein. This is going to be a fun little swirly candle. We'll see. And then we've got this one as the original with this, the big stem. So this is a shorter one because it's really just to there. So this is a deep fryer, and I use this for melting wax, which you'll see it'll melt in just a minute. I do encaustic work as well and mold making, and so I've used this for many years. You can buy them at thrift stores, maybe not as much anymore, but they're really good for melting wax and keeping it all contained. But you can totally use any kind of pan. You just have to be careful that the wax doesn't get on your stovetop. Wax, ready to go. Okay, so now my wax is ready. It's not too hot, because if it's too hot, it will melt each dip. But it's hot enough that I can obviously pour it on. It's melted, and it's not going to gum up. And This is basically the first dipping, and there'll be several of them. We'll build up layers. You can see the layers are starting to build up, which is what we want. Okay, so now I'm going to do this last pass. I'm going to cover it with the wax and give it a little shake. And then we're going to come over to the lavender, and I'm going to dip it in the lavender. And basically the wax is still soft, so I'm just trying to kind of embed it a little bit. I'm not worried about it getting too even. Just want to get a little lavender on there, because the wax is soft. So now I have this covered in lavender, and I'm going to take it back over here, and I'm going to do just one quick little thing overall. You gonna roll? You gonna roll? Where's that belly? Where's that belly? Where's that belly?